In my last video where I introduced the Gigaparts Explorer POTA33H, I mentioned that I have a really cool and awesome way to guy this. And I'm gonna show you that this time on Ham Radio Tube. So a gentleman by the name of Dorian, W4DKF, emailed me a couple months ago about this, and he has created a really awesome way to guy the POTA33H mast. And it is these guys right here. Now, this is something you're gonna have to DIY, but I'll leave the STLs and as much as I can in the description for you to download these. It's on Thingiverse. He printed this on a bamboo printer with ASA filament for whatever that's worth. I have no idea the infill. I know nothing other than this is awesome. So what this is, you've got a couple parts here. Let's talk about this guy first. This is the top cap that's gonna slide over the mast, and you've got these kind of fins with holes in there to guy it. This top is a threaded cap that he's put a fishing line or a fishing leader on with a little screw eyelet in here. So go to Walmart or something, or get out the tackle box, get a leader or string or whatever, but this screws in here so we can replace the original cap with that screw-on cap. And the way this works is ridiculously easy. So we're just gonna take off our cap, get rid of that. This is just friction fit. So this goes right over the top. I'm actually gonna screw the top on, and I'm just gonna press it into place until it stops. So it's the right height for the cap there. So now we can see that's what we get, okay? So we don't lose our cap, we have a new cap, and we have guys for it. So we can screw this on and leave it on indefinitely. Now this is just friction fit. You might have to adjust your settings in your slicer, whatever. You're gonna have to experiment with this, but this thing is on there. Like, I pretty much have to slam this against the table to get it off. It is not going anywhere. So that's that part. The next part deals with the bottom. We're gonna get rid of this guy, and he's created a new bottom cap. Now this is specifically designed for the POTA33H. So for example, like if you have a different kind of mast that's like same size and shape and all that, these bottom threads are different. It's not gonna work. It's specifically for the POTA33H. And in the bottom of this is a 3/8 by 16 threaded heat insert, these are called. So he also included a 3/8 16 spike. Now this was actually about twice as long as this. I cut this in half with my angle grinder and ground down a new spike because I don't need 12 inches of spike. But this guy is gonna screw into the bottom there, okay? And then we can screw this onto the bottom, maybe, of the mast, all right? And we can just leave these on permanently. When we're done, we can just unscrew this guy, tuck it away, and that is the new way you can just keep this mast. So let me show you how all this works. This is stupid rigid, and I love that we now have a spike in here that can go in the ground that's gonna prevent the mast from kicking out. Like if you watched my videos where I had my video on this, where I had the dipole up, thing was leaning over a little bit. Without the spike in the ground, this bottom section's probably gonna wanna kick out. So in the past, I've put like paracord with hose clamps around here and spikes on the bottom to keep masts like this from kicking out. Now we have a spike. So let me show you how we set this up. So the first thing we gotta do, stick the spike in the ground. Just like that. Now check with your parks, don't just go sticking stuff in the ground willy-nilly. I'm good doing what I'm doing at Huntsville State Park, but you might not be good doing this at your park. So don't come at me, oh, you're not supposed to stick stuff in the ground. Next, I learned this from Mike at REZ Antennas. This is a screw-in stake kit from a company called Fiery Water. I got this on Amazon. It was like 30 bucks. And what these are These are screw-in spikes with a little thing there to attach your guy wire and like a bolt. And it comes with, you get 6 of the spikes, you get the handsome carrying case, you get a socket to put into your drill, and if you don't have a drill with you, it also comes with this little wrench jobby here if you want to screw them in manually. Now the ground here in Texas gets pretty darn hard. So this is an awesome solution for me. And I'm just gonna throw them out a couple feet from the mast here. Just need 3 of them. I brought my drill. Go ahead and put the socket in the drill there. You don't need all this, but it makes life easier. And then another thing that Mike sent me when he sent me the Scout to try out, these are from Night Eyes. And these are like, you can pull here to tighten it, but when you have tension the other way, it doesn't go. There's a little cam lock there that prevents it. It's like spring loaded that prevents it from coming out. And then I've got just carabiners on the other side. So what we do, we get our drill and we drill, baby, drill, just like that. And then we'll do another one. Well, here, let's actually pay attention, and I'll just line these up with the way these are. So actually, I need to move this to like here. All right. And then the third one, I can come right off of the third guy point there. All right, done and done. And this is just some lightweight, it's like 1/8 inch paracord. I bought a 100-foot roll of it, and it seems to work pretty darn good. So I'm gonna attach the carabiners to the holes there. And then because these stakes have rings on them, we can connect our guy ropes there to the stakes. Easy peasy, Japanesey. Tighten it down a little bit. And our third one, just like that. And we can just tighten them up how they need to be. And because these have that cam lock on them, that's not going anywhere. Not gonna kick out from the bottom. It's friggin' awesome. You gotta love that. And then all we have to do is unscrew the cap, reach in, grab the top section, attach your antenna, start raising her up. You are on the air. One thing that maybe could be improved on this design, because like I'm not taking these off, but what do we do with this guy? I don't want to just leave it here. It'd be cool if there was like a way to put the spike, like attach it somehow here. I don't know, I'll have to figure something out for my case, but some way to just keep the spike on there. I don't know. I have to ponder that one. So there we have it, the antenna guying system for the Gigaparts Explorer POTA33H. Dorian told me to give this a name. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, so maybe we'll name this later, or if you guys have good names for it, leave it in the comments and maybe we'll go with one of those. But this is going to be a permanent addition to my POTA33H mask. This thing is freaking awesome. I have no idea where to get spikes or where to get the threaded inserts. I emailed Dorian if he has links to this one and this threaded insert. So if I hear back from him, I'll add those to the description of the video, but I will most certainly link the STLs for the 3D printed files for this so you guys can build your own. And I just got an email back from Dorian. So it turns out he actually made these spikes himself out of some aluminum rod he found on Amazon. He did send me the link, so I'll put the link in the description, but he threaded these himself. So you might need to make these yourself. I think you can get like threading tools at Harbor Freight to make these. But he also said you might be able to find an M10 heat threaded insert and an M10 spike. I know Ham Radio Dude uses M10 spikes for his Dude Mast thing. So the M10 threaded spike might fit in here. Not 100%, but it could. So those are some options for now. And that's all I know. At the moment, he's not selling these things, so you're gonna have to do the labor yourself. But man, what a what a totally awesome way to guy this mast. I love it. Dorian, thank you so much for creating this and designing it and sending it over to me. I certainly could not print something like this. This is very nice. And guys, I think you're really gonna enjoy this. So judging by the amount of views that this Explorer mast has gotten in just a day, I think a lot of you are going to be printing these yourself. So that's all we got for today. Thanks so much for watching Ham Radio Tube. My name is Mike, K&M RD. We'll see you next time. 73.